chairman, Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers NICE Warri chapter, dey bring una dis message o.
Good morning once more, still very much morning watch. It's time out with the engineers, and I have a very important one here in the studio with me, Engineer Akpoteri Agbe, MNSE, MNICE, FMP, ACSIM, ACIWM. He is the chairman, NICE Warri chapter. That's the National Institute of Civil Engineers in Nigeria. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, welcome on board. Today we are looking at addressing building collapse in Nigeria. This is going to be one of a 3 weeks series. We're getting started because, of course, you know the issue of building collapse is long overdue for major actions to be taken because lives are involved. Sometimes the building gets collapsed during construction and the lives of the construction workers are at risk. Sometimes it's during when the building is already being used, and you know that's when we have even more casualties, and it's terrible. So we will be we'll try to address some of the issues surrounding building collapse in Nigeria. First off, sir, let me start with this question. What could be responsible for building collapse that we have been noticing in Nigeria?
Okay, so thank you very much, and thank you those of you who are watching. I'd like to first of all start by saying that we've had it's almost like a pandemic now. I've said that before in one of your safety programs, that the building collapse in our nation today is like a pandemic, and we will have very, very much more, and I'll tell you why. I said it then, and the guy was saying, why are you saying so? And I told him, and after them,
like you are a professor.
Yeah, after them, we have had many, and we'll still have very many more. So unless we get to the root, we will have more lives that will be lost and unnecessary property destruction. So I like to lay the foundation before I begin to talk about the causes, because if you go around our city today, there are many aged buildings, both here and in other parts of the country. If you go into the Warri, inside Warri, you will see many aged buildings that will soon collapse. So if nothing is done and we just keep on watching, we just see after some time one will go down. And you know, when buildings collapse, they hardly kill one person. They can take one person, but most times they're residential buildings. People live, it doesn't give warning. And before you know, 40 people are gone. God forbid, 20 people are gone. So we need to take it as a matter of urgency. Now there are a lot of factors, like you asked, that are responsible. And we can just go on and on. But let me just mention some of them. One, looking at where we are now, is the age of the building. You have buildings that have reached their design life, and like the ones I've talked about. Two is, even when the building was constructed, maybe they did not use the right type of material, the right quality of concrete. So when you don't follow the right procedure in constructing a building, it may look alive, it may stand, but with time, when it fails, it will be catastrophic. Then we have other causes that are outside the building, that are human factors. People trying to cut corners.
Okay.
We have corruption also there. People trying to, maybe you were given by the government a good, or your contractor or the owner of the building actually wanted a good job, but you as the person on site, when you engage quacks, that's another reason. The person goes on site, and because he has nothing at stake, he mixes a weak concrete, and because it will stand, at least for you to see it, and then you see that already that building has failed from the beginning. So you have issues like people not following the right procedure in getting your buildings approved. Then you also see human factors still. After the building is approved, instead of the person who is approved, the government has a standard. We have good rules, laws in this country. The problem in the country is implementation. So we have laws that buildings should be monitored. We have laws that as you are constructing, they should be inspected. No, I'm sure you would have seen some buildings, some people just come and mark
Yes,
red
yes.
on it. That's because there are people who are watching. But those people who are watching should continue that they are incorrigible judges. They are not corrupted. They insist that the right things are done. So these are some of the causes, and we can go on and on.
You know, I'm going to ask you this question, still on possible causes of building collapse in Nigeria. Some people are of the opinion, the school of thought, I don't know if I even belong to that school of thought, that if a building is overpopulated, it could cause building collapse.
Okay, so thank you very much. So that comes back again to the foundation, when the beginning, pre-construction stage. When you want to construct a building, you construct it with a mind of this is what it will be used for.
Okay.
A building that is designed for residential that is suddenly converted to commercial can pose a problem if it is not checked.
Okay, let me give you an example. A building that is now being used as a school, because we saw over time, we've seen a school building collapse. Little children died in this building, and one of them was